Cal, Bob, hey, congratulations on Paw Patrol, the mighty movie.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
I know it's very exciting to watch it in theaters, and now it's going to be exciting to watch it on home video everywhere. Kids going to replay this movie so many times, you have no idea.
That's certainly our experiences. While we love seeing families out at the theater to see it on the big screen, we know that these movies live on and on and on, watched over and over by kids at home. So we're thrilled that it's coming to home video.
Terrific. So I want to hear it from you guys. What do you think is the contributing success of Paw Patrol? Why do people love it so much?
I think there are a few reasons. One of them, I think it's really a wholesome series with great messages. I think the characters are great and relatable. And I think that the idea of rescuing is a really clear idea for kids to latch on to. We've got firefighters, we've got police, we've got first responders, we've got the recycling pup. They really can understand the different jobs of these characters and they see them in their world, so they're able to project themselves into those roles and anticipate what might happen. And they're cute puppy dogs, which doesn't hurt either.
Like in the case of the films too, we've been able to, take the show that kids love and then really just amp it up. And even when you are watching at home, all the it's a bigger experience and a longer story and kind of a more involved thing when you're watching it as a film versus the TV series. So exciting to watch and hopefully watch and rewatch many times.
I know it is a very fun movie. So Bob, these pups are heroes in the first place since the series, and then you upgraded them to superheroes. I have no idea where you're going to go next with this, but how did you manage to come up with the story transitioning them from heroes to superheroes?
Well, when Cal and I were writing the sequel, the first film, as you said, we took it as far as we could, and we wanted to push it even further. And the fun thing for us about getting to make a superhero movie was being able to take it. So even though the pups are normally heroes, this is a chance to push it further, have bigger adventures, kind of more effects and more explosions, that type of thing, and also set them up against a super villain, which is something that they hadn't experienced before.
I think there are really no superhero movies for this age range too, so it's really wonderful to be able to give them their first superhero movie experience with characters that they already know and love. So that was something we really got excited about.
So Cal, could you tell us the transformation or the evolution of the animation for a sequel from since the first one? We all know that it's significant from the series.
Yeah, so between the movies, the evolution was partly technology, and that as the CG technology gets better, the fur looks better and the lighting looks a little more realistic and all these other things. So that was the kind of natural technology progression. But also we'd just been through making this movie for a couple years, and we did a big kind of post-mortem at the end and said, what worked, what can we do better on the next one? We heard from all of the artists and the department heads, and we put our heads together and said, okay, this is what we really want to tackle on the next movie. And one of those things was we want to be more expressive with the dogs and their faces. And so we rebuilt some of the controls and really made a new set of rules for the animators to work within. And I think everyone really enjoyed that because we were able to express that much more with the characters.
That is true, and I love the animation sequences with the superpowers. But speaking with superpowers, how fun was it to come up with the different superpowers? And were there superpowers that had to be left on the table that you wish that you could have put into the movie?
We talked about a lot of superpowers, obviously, in the process of writing it, but I think what we reached for were the ones that really supported the story the best, as opposed to what would just be a cool power. Is we knew the journey that Sky needed to go on, and we knew the journey that the other pups were on, and so we tried to really make sure that the powers that we gave them supported that as well.
And how did you guys come to the decision that Sky should be the primary character of focus for this film?
We
Uh,
love.
go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry, go ahead, Cal.
You got it.
Well, we love writing for Sky. I mean, of all the pups, she's one of our favorites. She played a big part in movie one, and we wanted to take advantage of her story and just sort of expand on that. And ultimately what she learns throughout the movie in terms of she's the smallest pup and she's a bit insecure about that, and throughout the journey of the movie, she learns that even the smallest pup can make the biggest difference. We felt like that was a very universal kind of theme and story that all of our viewers could relate to, whether or not they're kids or even adults. It's the type of thing that is something that people can relate to.
And how about coming up with the new uniforms and vehicles? It's so sad that you had to push aside the old ones, but this new ones look terrific.
That's always something that we love, is to give the pups a new look and new vehicles. That's something that the audience has come to expect from the movies and from the series. And so getting to work with the vehicle designers and working with our art department on the costumes, and like this one, their energy actually flows through the suits, and it ends up being a really kind of exciting visual cinematically. So that was something we really got a kick out of on the Mighty movie.
Most excellent. Well, let me leave with one last thought, because both of you have been working in kids animation for quite some time. So what is the secret of making a great kids animated movie?
I'll go, and then I'll let Bob give his take on it. I feel like the secret is to not ask what would kids like and distance that your own ownership of loving the story. I think it's really to make a movie that you love personally, and then make sure it's appropriate for kids. Because I think if you're trying to guess what somebody else might like, you're kind of working blind. Whereas if you're the first audience for the film, and of course you understand what's appropriate, then you have that kind of North Star you can follow. And we always think for younger kids, they don't have, oftentimes they don't have a lot of great theatrical movie options. And so we take that responsibility really seriously. And even though it's a ton of fun, we take making these movies really seriously too.
I mean, I completely agree. That's exactly it. We are making these for ourselves ultimately, and we need to make a movie that we love, and then we get to share it with the world, and hopefully people agree. And we are, we're always that first audience. So being critical of what we're making, and ultimately, remembering that millions of people around the world are going to be watching it, is something that we take very seriously.
Most excellent, gentlemen. Thank you very much for carrying this conversation. I can't wait till the next one. You go from heroes to superheroes to superheroes. So
Or maybe we're going in a different direction. We can't say, but
oh,
we promise the next one's going to be great.
Yes.
that is terrific. Everyone needs to catch this on home video and watch it over and over again. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thanks
you.
so much.
Thanks, Kate.